Hey guys, today I wanted to talk a little bit about raising boys. If you're new to my channel, my name's Alana and my channel is all about marriage, homemaking, healthy living, and homeschooling. I am a mom of two boys, 7 and 8, so I still have plenty to learn. My husband and I have a vision of what we want to teach our boys to prepare them to be men, good, God-honoring men. Of course, God is the changer of hearts. We cannot cause them to love the Lord or follow the Lord. That is God's work. We are commanded by the Lord to raise them up in the fear and admonition of the Lord, to teach them His word, to catechize them, and to teach them the gospel, the grace of Jesus. The biggest desire, most definitely, is that they will love and serve Jesus all the days of their life. There is nothing that I want more in this entire world. Nothing. Nothing tops that or will ever come close to topping that. My life's hope, prayer, and dream is that my children will know and follow Jesus. Lord, if it is your will, open their eyes to your truth. May you give them faith to believe and trust God with your children. That is the constant lesson in my life. And that applies in so many ways, tiny and huge. Some of the things that we really hope for our boys is that they would be gentlemen. We want our boys to be respectful to ladies. We want them to be those rare boys that give up a seat if a lady is standing, or open a door for a lady, or if she drops something, pick it up, or if they see a lady struggling with a million grocery bags, that they would say, "Can I help you?" instead of just watch her load her car and walk by. And I know they might be told off by some of these women because sadly women don't want to be treated like ladies anymore. It's really sad and confusing to me. And that behavior has probably made men stop offering to help on many occasions. But I want to teach my boys that even if they get told off, to keep on offering, because they might run into someone that wants to still be treated like a lady, like me. I have been in the parking lots many times with two babies in my arms, diapers falling, grocery bags rolling, grocery cart rolling away, and guys walking by left and right, not even trying to offer me help. I have been carrying 50-pound bags of chicken feed into my car, and men just walk by, and I always point it out to the boys, I'm not saying that they're bad or mean or wrong. I just want you to know, if you ever see a woman doing what I'm doing, you should offer to help her. We want them to be little gentlemen, and ways that we instill that in them now is not just by pointing out opportunities, but by having them clear the table. When we have guests, they'll take plates from our guests and take them to the kitchen for them. We've been in places where maybe field trips for co-op and stuff like that, where the girls don't have seats, so they'll give up their seats for the little girls. When we go to play at friends' houses, they are taught that they have to take extra special loving care of little girls' baby dolls. So I tell them, you never ever tease little girls with their toys, especially their baby dolls. You always treat that baby like if it's real, because it will hurt that little girl's heart, and they respect that, and they're very sweet about it. Another simple way that we teach our boys to be gentlemen is to welcome people to our home when they arrive. We have them say hello and goodbye and thank you for letting us visit whenever we go to a friend's house, and other little things like that. Masculinity is something else that's very important to us. Our boys are boys. Steer them in the direction of carrying themselves, communicating, walking, talking, even dancing like a man, masculine. And it's very important because they're with me so much. I don't try to be masculine, but I try to hold back some of my really feminine things when I'm with them. The way I talk to the animals is one way. I can easily be like to my dogs, and I don't want them to sound like that when they talk to animals. That's like, because I want them to carry themselves like little men. Another great opportunity for them to develop these things is when we're at work. We have 3 family businesses, and there's many opportunities for them to interact with customers and adults. I think teaching your children to talk to adults is a huge part, especially boys, to help them feel like little men. And they like the feeling. It is a good feeling. When another man looks at them in the eyes, they shake hands, they say, "Thank you, young man." They feel the sense of pride, like they are grown up enough to talk to this grown up. That's really cool, you know? And nothing is sweeter than sending them off with daddy and daddy showing them the ropes on how to be a man in the world, you know? So watching their daddy interact with other men, standing next to daddy at church as he talks to the men after church, being with him early at church so that they go to practice with him and they watch him practice drums and prepare for the service. They're there and they're among grown-ups. It's just really good opportunities for them to see what it means to be a man of God. We want our boys to be hard workers with good work ethic. Good work ethic is seldom seen these days. It is very, 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 very sad. I can call it one of my biggest pet peeves, actually. Chick-fil-A teaches their employees excellent customer service. They say hi to you when you get there because that's part of being a good employee. Hello to the customers. Hello. Good customer service. And we have many training opportunities with the family businesses. Also, working hard and finding fulfillment and joy in a job well done. We do work together in this house. They like to be a part of the family. You're part of this family and we're all in this together. Come on, let's conquer this backyard. Like, we work together because they're part of the crew. They're part of the crew. And if they feel part of the crew, they are gonna love that. What is better to feel involved and like a very valuable part of a crew and a team and a family, or to feel in the way, pushed aside, might as well go find something else to occupy my time because they're too busy. Of course, sometimes when we're working, they're playing. They're little, we still give them playtime. It's not like we're going crazy over here with work, but there is plenty of work, and when there is work, it's very fun. Something else that we want to instill in our boys is purity. And this is probably the most heavy for me because I feel sometimes hopeless in this world, that it's almost inevitable that every young man at a very much younger age will see things. Ultimately, the Lord will be the one to work there. But we teach them what modesty is, what glorifies God, and how we should desire a woman that loves and wants to glorify God, because if she doesn't, then your life will probably be miserable. We tell them that if they see something, to flee. If it's something bad, see and flee. Don't stick around to figure out or find out what's going to happen next. Get out of there and come tell us, and we can help them. And they have done that exceptionally well. We also live that by example. We don't say, these are grown-up movies and these are kid movies. We say, these are movies that are okay with God and these are movies that are not. We want to protect our eyes and ears too from the darkness that is in this movie also. This dishonors God. We want nothing to do with it, and we want you to have nothing to do with it. We show them and we lead them by example that we're protecting ourselves too from sexual immorality. And they have a very shallow idea of what sexual morality is. They're so little. They don't know anything yet. But, you know, it's not far away where they will know more. We want them to respect women, not treat women or see women as objects, but see women as people. And I think that one of the biggest lessons in that is watching their father love me well and watching a good marriage in the home, because then one day they will want a good marriage, God willing. If you make marriage look wonderful, your children will hopefully say, I want marriage, you know? And they did it God's way. I want marriage God's way because it's wonderful. And they'll see, I'm sure, growing up, many great examples at our church of godly marriages. And then they'll see how the world does it and see, wow, this is what I want. And we're hopeful for that. That there's no formula. That's our hope and our prayer. And we also want our boys to be men of their word, integrity and honor. And we teach them that even now. Like, we don't let them just give up on things. We make them stick to what they say. We don't let them do a job halfway. We make them finish it. And all of this is done in love and grace and gentleness. None of this is done in a militant, mean, harsh way. We pep them up. We don't say, when you say you're gonna do something, you do it. We don't do that. Gee, thanks. Then how can you have your child's heart that way? That's all about the outside only. We want their hearts. So we speak to their hearts. We can make them do whatever we want with their bodies. That'll only last so long. But their heart, if they can adopt our standards and if they can adopt our vision, then they'll do it even when we're not watching, right? Something else that we want to, as the years, go on and on, teach our boys is how to commit to loving a woman. And I think, again, that will be modeled as they watch their father commit to me. There's an epidemic in this country right now with men. Men don't want to commit to women. They want to play around with their hearts. And people are getting married later and later and later and having children later and later and later and having less children than ever before in history. Love is a commitment. There's going to be flaws in every single person. Like, you're not going to find the person that's just perfect. It's not going to happen. You're going to be sanctified in your marriage. I guarantee you, your sin will be exposed with whoever you marry, and it will be hard to fight your sin and die to yourself every single day. So we want our boys to see what unconditional love is, sacrificial love, commitment is. Go against what the culture says, that there's this one person for everybody. No. You have to do these things before you get married. No. You could, but no, you don't have to. And any other cultural lies that are contrary or that stray them from biblical thinking and manly thinking. Something else that we are very diligent in as well is teaching our boys that entertainment is not just TV and video games. We watch very little TV and we play Angry Birds maybe once a week. We mainly read books and are outdoors. We just don't want them to depend on those things for entertainment. We also talk a lot to them about technology. Phones are great. They have a purpose. I have this channel because of technology. I have Instagram, and I can run my business virtually because of technology. So I'm very thankful for technology. But I tell my kids, like, mommy is working right now, so I'm going to use my phone. And now I'm done working, so I'm putting my phone down. And I'm going to talk to you, and I'm going to look at you, and we're going to talk. This is life. This is what we want with humans. Face-to-face communication. And when we're together at the table, we're together at the table. We're not looking at our phone. And these are things we want to teach them, values we want to teach them now, so that who knows what the next wave of technology will be. I could have never imagined that when I was a mom with young children, that the typical thing for a family to be doing is everybody on the phone, the dinner table, instead of chatting together. That breaks my heart. Or texting to each other in the house instead of talking to each other. That is horrifying to me, and it will never happen in this house. And not just have rules, but like, why? Why are these things important? Because they're going to matter in relationships in your life in the future. And we hope and pray that they will adopt our mentality in these things and see the value in them, even if it's not right away. That one day they'll look back and be thankful that we did things the way we did, like so many of us, right? I mean, anybody who had intentional parents probably fought back at some point and then grew up and said, man, now I know why my parents did that. That was good. These are just some things that we are mindful about with our boys. I am sure that after I watch this video, I'll be like, oh, I meant to say that one other thing. The Lord is good. And the Lord is sovereign, and he has given us boys, and therefore he has equipped us to raise them, even though I feel totally unequipped sometimes. He said we're their parents. So we trust God, and there's so much left to learn. It's a journey. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I would love to hear about your goals with your little men. Please don't forget to subscribe. Have a good day.